And Kieran, it's not a free pass for Labour. Chris Hipkins was having a crack at NZME the other day, wasn't he? Talking about their Tory owners.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was. Yep. And I think it's no one is beyond scrutiny. It's that when you start to criticise decisions that people make that you don't agree with when you're in government and you threaten them with funding cuts. And then actually, incidentally, a few months later, they are cut for funding. That's a serious...
I'm just identifying. We're not hearing Paul Goldsmith laughing now, eh? We're not. No. He's not cracking up now.
It disappeared.
No? Oh, he's gone away. Okay.
That's a serious issue. RNZ had $18 million cut from their funding in the last budget, only months after the Deputy Prime Minister threatened them with that.
Yeah, there wasn't quite the same laughing there, Chewie. We've got one more clip to play, but that's about the regulatory standards bill, so that's kind of a new topic. Anything else you want to touch on, Chewie, to do with trust in the media? I think I've kind of blown my load a fair bit on it, and that's me done.
Woof.
Woof.
Suits you. Look, I think we have a real problem with our media landscape in New Zealand. Like, we're a challenging media landscape because of our population. We can either run things on a shoestring, or we can just give up and give it over to commercial interests that are vulnerable to a board takeover or someone coming in overseas with a shit ton of money and an agenda, which is what's happened with NZME. We've been lucky that we've been able to keep the Murdochs out of New Zealand.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. It's been luck. And part of that has been having a strong public broadcaster. I would still like to see the timeline where we got the RNZ TVNZ merger done. To have a single cohesive state broadcaster as a sort of bulwark against commercial interests.
It's a no-brainer. I mean, it's just a no-brainer. We got a BBC set up. Radio and TV, so there's and radio, TV, BBC style. It's a no-brainer, and they're all going like, oh, he brought it up, and that we're not going to waste $20 million on. Unfortunately, there was no pushback going. Well, you wasted, what was it, $4 billion, whatever it was, 180 million on this and that, and 200 million to tobacco giants so they could get their wet cigarettes through. But you're worried about 20 million that they tried something on with. Okay,
like I just think something that has the mandate. Their sole mandate is you must improve New Zealand society, or you must represent every part of New Zealand society. When you're talking about education, when you're talking about music, when you're talking about local creators, writers, actors, crew, all of that sort of thing. Again, the flow-on effects, the flow-on benefits of having something like that are huge. I've mentioned this before, like one of the best things for the New Zealand comedy scene is having shows like 7 Days or having the panel shows and that sort of thing, because there was a consistent jobs program for local comedians that they could practice their craft and write and improve all of these other shows rather than being baristas somewhere.
Yeah.
There is a flow-on effect to our creative landscape, which we're quite happy to hold up and go, oh look, they're filming a Hollywood movie here, and it's because we've got people that do this, or how beneficial Lord of the Rings was almost generationally to the creative arts here in New Zealand, because it was such a big thing, and then we've kind of strangle that and do nothing for it, and basically all we have is still Shortland Street just plugging away. They let Pat wander onto the set every now and then, but we need more than that. And I think when you have an organization that is just like, oh well, we need to be ads funded, or it's just, we just get dreck. We get renovation shows because you can just sponsor fucking everything and it pays for itself, but it's not improving things, is it?